Guess I'm alone here right now. Might as well make soup or stew. Actually, yeah, stew. Oh, hi there. I think I just heard someone.
Oh, sorry, I completely missed you down here. My apologies.
It's okay. It's a little hard to see me over the counter, I imagine. It's kind of built for someone much taller than me. I'm just making a stew.
I believe this is my first time around this realm. Do you mind explaining a few things for me?
Oh, yes. Is there something you're confused about?
Well, in my, home place, things are a little different, a little unorthodox, if you will.
Mm-hmm. In what way?
I come from things don't follow the normal laws of nature around here, I say.
Oh, I mean, what really is normal, anyways? A lot of places are very different. But
Well, what
go.
are the general rules around here?
Oh, pretty simple. Just don't. Well, since we're in the arena, like if you get someone's consent, you can, of course, fight them. Just no
Huh.
killing, no causing trouble, no bringing trouble, if possible. Uh,
I
it's just basic common sense stuff. Nothing too specific. Oh, uh, no making deals. That is one actual specific thing. No making deals on guild grounds. At least not the supernatural kind.
Oh, trust me, dear. I don't delve down into that sort of thing. That's not my lot.
Mm, okay. Well, that's good then. But yes.
Because I am a demon, so
Oh, you are? Hmm.
yes, I'm more of the serpentine kind.
Yeah, I could tell by the sound of how you were moving. It's like a big snake.
very keen.
These, these ears are good for something. A
You
lot
always have
better,
to appreciate what you have.
lot better than the eyes. Um, but yeah, welcome to the Red Wilds. Uh, if you're not
Thank
aware,
you. Yeah.
if you're not aware, this is a guild that's located in the Feywilds, specifically within the Freewilds, which, if I recall
Ah,
correctly, is neutral territory, though some people have said that it might be autumn. I'd have to confirm that with Nocturne or Chimera.
thanks. Yeah.
But yeah, feel free to just make yourself at home. And the stew is about to get put on. And that should be ready soon.
Let me ask, dear, what's your name?
Oh, I'm Evelyn.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Evelyn. I am Ouroboros.
Or Boris. Pleasure to meet you too.
The pleasure is all mine.
It's a bit of a familiar name. Uh, I feel like I've heard of that before. In one of my books.
Really?
Hmm?
A book, you say?
Yeah. I at least heard of something or someone called an Ouroboros.
Nice. Well, I can guarantee I'm not here to cause any or keep damage.
Hmm?
I can guarantee I'm not here to cause trouble. That's what you're worried about.
Oh, okay. I wasn't implying that.
I know, but I've known a few folks who can get on guard when they hear the turn of a.
Hmm. I try to
Well,
be.
some demons don't have very much control, or let's say manners.
Hmm. I mean, I've known plenty of um demons, or at least like demonic people who are fine. Weren't bad people. Of course, met others who uh, definitely were bad. Specifically the ones that invaded from Avernus.
I'm terribly sorry you had to go through that.
Mm, it wasn't. Thank you. It was a bit scary. Uh, I was just getting used to uh, a new form that I had taken that was very different from what I was used to. So it was a bit of an overwhelming
Uh,
experience.
I can definitely see how that would be overwhelming, considering you're facing a demon in a form you're unfamiliar with.
Mm, I think there's even a Balrog among them.
A Balrog?
Yeah. At least its head seemed to be the same shape as the one uh, that's in our tavern. We have a Balrog head mounted in the tavern, and it seemed about the same.
I see.
Mm, it was very scary.
Well, I have different sorts of magic. I'm known as a null demon, which we're more associated with darkness and whatnot.
Rather than like fire. Okay.
Yeah, rather than the blazing infernos you're familiar with.
Mm.
We just delve down into the shadows and whatnot.
Oh. Does it have anything to do with the Shadowfell? I know about that place. Or is it just
It does have some
some?
sort of correlation with the Shadowfell, yes.
Mm. Okay. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just know it's a bit of a counterpart to the Feywild, in some sense.
Yes, but as you would imagine, the Shadowfell is not exactly for light dwellers or people who are more associated with more of the above world, as would you
Mm.
know.
I have been told that it can be a very dangerous place.
Oh, very.
Mm.
It likes to trick your mind and make you see things like you're that's not really there.
Mm.
In other
Yes.
words, it's definitely something you're not supposed to delve down into alone.
Certainly not.
Yes, that'd be
Definitely
very,
not planning
very
on it.
much worse.
I think it's about ready.
Good, because I'd rather be quite sad if you were to venture into a very dark place like that.
Would you like a bowl?
Oh no, I'm not very much hungry here. I ate along my way here.
Okay.
So, Miss Evelyn, from my point of view, you're a bat, sort of?
Mm. I'm a beastkin. But yes, I am a bat.
Just a bat in general, or a specific type of bat?
A fruit bat. I was actually a completely normal fruit bat before.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What made that change?
Uh, my world's a bit strange. Uh, the moon basically changed me.
The moon?
Yeah.
I'm
Essentially,
assuming your moon has some
um,
sort of supernatural effect, or
yes. Not really sure why exactly it is, why this happens, but basically every blood moon, on my world, a lot of random creatures and monsters and whatnot throughout the world get transformed to be more human-like.
I see.
Mm.
So it's just that random?
Yeah, I was actually the only bat in
And
my colony that was turned.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
that must have been quite a frightening experience.
Yeah. Thankfully, my mom helped me get through it. She thankfully still recognized me. Guess the scent didn't
Oh, that's
change.
nice to know. If I may ask,
I still
what
miss
have
her
you learned
sometimes.
so far? Well,
Well,
I can imagine, right? Missing your birth mother.
yeah. Even if she was just a wild animal, can't help feeling that connection, to the person who brought you into the world. Even if they aren't a person.
Sadly, I never got to meet my birth parents.
Mm.
In our culture, when we are born, we get separated from our birth parents in order not to form a connection.
Oh, is there a reason for that?
It's in order to help us, uh, how do I say this? Not have very much emotion.
Is emotion seen as
Or more
a bad thing where you're from?
in my home place, emotions are seen as a weakness.
Oh. Hmm.
That, and you're set out into the null forest to fend for ourselves and develop a natural, well, as you would imagine, instinct of survival.
Mm. I guess I can see how.
Sadly, not many of us survive during.
Mm. I guess I can see why emotions can get in the way at times. Though, uh, speaking from personal experience, I don't think I'd really want to be without them. But to each their own.
It's just how our culture goes.
Mm-hmm. I respect that.
We worship the god of the void and empty. Imagine
Mm.
having emotion not quite a good thing.
Sorry, it's a little hard to hear you at times.
In our culture, we follow a god that's known for darkness and emptiness. So
Mm.
we're supposed to be completely vacant and void, no emotion.
Mm. I see.
Sadly, that didn't become the case.
Oh?
I very much do have my emotions.
Oh. Hmm.
And as you could imagine, they didn't take to that so lightly.
Oh. Have you become estranged from your culture then because of it?
I have indeed became strange. I'm nothing more than an outcast.
Oh, that's a shame.
It's quite fine. I find that you give me more of an opportunity to meet folks such as yourself.
I suppose, yeah. Um, I mean, I guess I was, well, not a bit, definitely an outcast where I'm from. And I suppose if I were to look at the silver lining of it, it's because I was an outcast that I ended up here, where I'm a lot happier.
Well, I'm glad you found your home.
Mm, I'm glad to. Took quite a while. Oh, when did that fall down? That did not happen.
So, is it only just you here today? I would imagine there probably be more folks around.
Let me check, actually. Sounds like it's just me. Hold on. Maybe we can hop over to the guild grounds for just a moment,
Alright.
just to check. Uh, you can stay here if you want. I'll be right back. Hello. Just letting you know we are in character. There's some people at the guild grounds. They might show up soon. Hmm. Would you like to see the arena? Ouroboros? Oh, a bit deep in thought, I suppose. Oh, I was wondering, would you like to see the arena?
Oh, certainly. I would love to.
Mm. We got a pretty impressive one, actually. I think we tend to call this the Grand Arena.
It is very spacious.
Mm. It's really good for when we want to host some big events or have very large fights. The neat thing about this place is you see the center platform there.
Yes, I can see.
That is a spot for 1v1 duels. It's a lot closer, more intimate, and there's seating all around it, so people can watch very close. And there's a barrier that goes over it that it essentially logs the people the moment that it goes up, and essentially returns them to the state that they were in when they got in the barrier. It's
So it has healing mechanics to it?
it ends up healing people's wounds, but it doesn't use healing magic to do it. It's pretty clever.
That is.
The neat thing is that platform can actually be brought down to open up the larger arena. And that arena can be swapped out into different environments. Usually when we use that, we like to do either big fights with lots of people or do illusion battles, because this arena can produce illusions based off of things that we have faced before.
That is interesting.
Here, I can even show you. Cool. That one should be the labyrinth.
Always found the nature to be amusing.
One type of fight that people like doing on this stage is a mirror door fight. You see, one of our guild members, Mirador, they're very interesting. They're actually. Are you aware of the living armor?
I sadly am not familiar with that. Is that
Oh.
yours?
Well, sometimes a suit of armor can be brought to life through some kind of means. Could be magical, could be something else. There's a lot of different ways of doing it. But Mirador is basically like that, but he's expanded to a whole castle. He is an entire living castle.
That is definitely interesting.
And he can control basically everything that's inside that castle. So he can bring out a whole, essentially like a whole small army for people to fight here. One funny one
Aye, that is.
that he likes to do is bring out bricks that he controls. And the bricks will just fly around attacking people.
That is amusing.
Yeah.
We're being whacked by
Hmm?
I said it's amusing for the spectators, but not so much with the individual who are getting hit by them.
You'd be surprised. A lot of people here are very eager for fights. Here.
That's something.
There's other things you can do. Like, a forest. There's also, I believe this is the, oh, yep, that's the mountain arena. And tundra. And there's another one that's pretty silly.
How silly are we talking about here?
Very silly. Well, actually, two that are pretty silly. First, there's one that isn't about fighting. The climbing course. It is very tall.
You are not kidding. That is cool.
I'm not sure how it stays upright. Thankfully, it's also enchanted with feather fall in case people fall off so they don't die.
I'm just questioning who has enough stamina to climb all the way up to the top.
Quite a few people. Reinhold actually likes doing this for fun. He's our, former librarian. He's since retired. But he is a Goliath. Or, was he a Goliath or a half giant? I think he was a Goliath. But anyways, the most silly one. The Minecraft arena.
Everything's squared.
Yeah. I think it's apparently based off of a video game.
Sorry.
Are you aware of what a video game is?
Oh, I am not exactly aware of what a video game is.
Let's see, how was it described to me? It's basically like an interactive story. Sorta.
Sorry.
It's like a bit of an interactive story or sort of like card games, but like more advanced, more expanded on.
Huh.
And it's all on something known as a screen, which is something that can. It's a bit like a picture frame that can display moving images.
That is certainly interesting.
Mm.
One.
Oh,
I definitely have some more things about this realm.
there you go. Mm. But yeah, we are very proud of our arena.
I can definitely see. Definitely very well.
Hmm. A lot of work was put into it.
Back in my world, they just used to throw us into a pit and have us go out.
Mm. I mean, you can do that here. You don't have to do all the fancy stuff. And at the actual guild grounds, there is another smaller arena that is basically what that is. It's a bit smaller than the 1v1, or a bit bigger than the 1v1 arena here, but it has the same sort of barrier.
I see.
We're not the type of guild that is really fond of the idea of death matches, so we try to prevent deaths from happening during our spars to the best of our ability.
Well, I'm glad you don't follow along the same rules my people do.
Mm.
We have a term back in my world: if you start a fight, you better finish it.
Mm. Yeah, there's a lot of people who have that philosophy. A lot of
Sadly,
them,
I don't really agree much on
I
that.
think a lot of them go to Fight Finder.
Fight finder.
Oh yeah, I don't know a whole lot about it. I've only heard of it. I've never actually been. It seems like it'd be quite a loud place with a lot of kind of shady people. Um, it's I think some kind of big arena where people just come to fight each other, and just from all around the metaverse.
Honestly, really much like that idea.
Mm. Over there, apparently they do allow for death matches.
They casually allow.
What was that? Sorry?
They casually allow death matches.
Apparently.
I don't see why they would do that in the first place. It'd be, what's the term? Losing profit in a way.
I mean, they get enough people there. And death matches might still be somewhat rare, I imagine.
Quite an unpleasant idea in the back of the mind.
Mm. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they also require that Both parties consent. All I really know about death matches is the one that someone I know was a part of. I don't want to say their name out of respect, but yeah, they had,
Oh, are they?
they're fine. They won, and they
Okay.
did have good reason
Oh, yeah,
for
a
it.
little bit concerned there.
They did have good reason for it, thankfully. Their opponent was a very bad
Uh,
person.
how bad are we speaking?
Uh, the kind that I don't know if I should say.
If I'm delving into too much personal topic, you don't have to.
Well, as long as I don't say who it was, I think it's fine. The kind of person who kidnaps and tortures people.
That is
Mm.
one reason that very much makes my blood boiling.
Mm-hmm. Mine too.
I never saw pleasure in seeing others.
Me neither. I don't really know how people can. Especially when it's someone who's
From just
not
day to
done anything
day,
wrong to you.
people were just made of a foul heart.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go sit down. Just want to get off my feet.
Well,
Hmm?
and nothing. I would say it would be understandable for him, but I don't quite have
Uh,
well,
yeah,
legs.
you don't exactly. Yeah. Is there really much of a difference between you standing up and sitting down?
Mm, I would say it'd be more comfortable now.
Mm. I guess it takes some effort to keep your body upright.
Oh, believe me, after a long time standing on your tail most of the time, it does tend to get sore.
Mm. Hopefully, it takes a lot longer than when you're standing on feet. I find myself most comfortable when I'm uh, hanging from the ceiling.
Occasionally, I like to lay down and pour all around myself and hug on the tail.
Mm.
Kind of gives you a sense of, well, at least it gives me a sense.
Mm.
Evelyn, ask a question.
Hmm?
Do you have any sort of hobby, or well, anything you find interesting?
Um, well, I like to bake. I also like to read. Um, I've also been, training in bardic magic. Not just,
Bardic magic. If I were to remember correctly, that has to do with the music, right?
not just music, more, art in general.
Oh, I see.
Mm. It's all about artistic expression in any sort of form. For instance, the person that I learned from, uh, their form of art is, in their words. They're an orator. They usually, do it in the form of making jokes and, uh, wordplay, things like that.
Ah, so he's the amusing type.
Hmm. I mean, his title is the hysterical, for good reason.
Hmm.
Hi.
See.
The
Oh,
arena is
Oh.
quite empty today.
it is.
Today.
Hi there.
Good day.
Hey, my
Good to see you again.
long time no see. My good to see you again, my bad friend, and good to see you, my. No, I do not think I've met you yet. Nope,
Oh,
nope,
believe
can't.
me, I'm still quite new around here.
That makes sense. And I would recognize it as bro, what are they called? Hmm, snake folk. That's I think the best way to describe that. That is the best thing I've got so far. Sorry.
Oh, you're quite fine. I'm referred to as a null demon, but I do have serpent-like appearances.
A demon. Oh, oh, of course. That. Okay, yes, that makes. Nope, doesn't. But oh well. Oh, I have.
The,
I am sorry to
Demons
disturb the
have many
conversation.
appearances.
yeah, demons can come in a lot of forms.
I know. I. Yes.
And they're not always bad.
Hmm. I get. Well, yes, I've seen. Well, yes. Yes.
I would like to rather say I'm more of on the gray spectrum.
Mm.
Well,
I mean-
yes, Well, yes, this armor is quite grey.
No, I mean my
It is?
more on the gray spectrum. I'm not evil, nor am I good.
I mean,
That's
doesn't
what
that just kind of describe most people?
I was about to say. Technically, everyone is a shade of grey.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. But it's an interesting dynamic.
Mm.
And I was about to respond as like, yes, can't you see? But then I was like, wait, I'm talking to the bat.
No, I can't.
No, I know. I am sorry. Oh, well.
It's alright.
Yes. Yes, anyways, sorry for that. And I So, what is going on currently? And my,
Just
just
relaxing
enjoying
for
this.
now. I'm just been waiting around for people. I made a stew. If you want any of that.
Ooh, I might actually. I haven't been able to get out of bed for the past just weeks because of the cold.
I can
This winter's.
serve you some.
Oh, that would be appreciated.
Oh, here you go.
Ah, thank you, Evelyn.
No
Much
problem.
appreciated. Oh, and where have my manners been? In I must have, I forgot to introduce myself while I was here. Yeah, to the new, to the guest. My name is oh, Lord of mercies. This is Vertigan Antioch II at your service. Friends call me Old Peculiar.
Old Peculiar, certainly a very unique name.
Well, yes, that's the nickname.
It's a bit of a peculiar name.
Oh, oh man, I feel like my soul is leaving me. Yes, yes, I'm just gonna die in this corner right here. Oh. Good stew.
Thank you.
Well, anyway, sir, I am Ouroboros. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
Ouroboros. Isn't that a light phenomenon?
Huh?
No, it's
Oh, no,
spelled
wait,
Ouroborcs.
Or my goodness. What an interesting name. Do all demons have these types of names?
I don't know.
They tend to, yes. We tend to have very long and complicated names.
Long and complicated. Well,
If it helps simplify it, you may just call me Oro.
Oro. Sure, that sounds. Well, I'll try to remember both, but my memory may fail me sometimes.
I have no issue in reminding if that's the case.
I appreciate that. So, what have I missed?
Not
Me
much.
and Evelyn were having a nice chat. Getting acquainted with one another, if you will.
No, but of course, of course.
I was also introducing them to the arena. Showing off all the
It's very
things it can do.
unique.
Ah. Yes, it is quite an amazing place.
It is.
I cannot add much more to that. It's compared to what I have seen. Uh,
Definitely the most impressive arena I've ever encountered.
agreed. Now let's get in a bit of the sun. Sun,
Oh,
it's been. It's cold down there. The sun is the only thing keeping this old body of mine working. And the
well,
bat goes it.
sir, I sadly have to head out.
Oh,
But it was
Alright.
a pleasure
okay.
to both of you.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Ouroboros. Hope to see you
Pleasure's all
again.
mine. Yes.
I hope to see you another time, Evelyn.
Mm. So, how have you been?
Ah, ups and downs, my dear friend, ups and downs.
Understandable.
But for the rest, feeling all right. And I felt really bad though that I wasn't able to show up for my first ever mission.
Oh,
But I got ill.
oh,
And I wasn't, and I was not going to be used to many people.
that's fair. It was probably for the best that you didn't attend then. But there's always the next one.
Aye, that is true. That is true. Now, have I missed anything interesting over the past few weeks?
Uh,
I saw an invitation for a party at one point.
yeah,
But it wasn't.
the Mirador ball. That was really fun. It is something much needed for me. I got it
I've
like
been stressing out.
yeah. It's been. I didn't have a very good time on my last mission that I had, to say the least.
What troubles you so? If you wish to speak on it.
I encountered someone called Magyar, and he's someone who was working with Kostraval, and
Aye.
without barely any effort, he forced us all onto our knees, and he made an example of me before he left. He took a runestone and he scorched it onto my head.
I see.
The scar is still there.
I see. That must have been a harrowing experience.
It was.
Now, what does this mark mean, if you do not mind me asking? Oh, I'm sorry, what did he brand you with again?
It was
Brimstone? No.
a rune,
Hmm.
just the shape of one.
The shape?
Yeah, there's no actual magic in it, thankfully.
Hmm. This sounds like a man who should be taught a lesson or two.
Mm,
If you pardon my softer words.
definitely.
Hmm. The, and my. What message does it leave, though, to brand you on the head with a rune? What does it imply?
It's a mark of cowardice.
Coward?
Yes.
Hmm. Very interesting thing to put on someone who does not seem to be the most, well, who seems to be braver than they should realize. No?
It's because I was. When he forced us to kneel to him, it made me. It brought back bad memories of being restrained. And I kind of had a very bad reaction to it. I was freaking out, crying. More extreme than the rest of them on the mission. So he picked me out instead of anyone else.
Fear and cowardice, those are not really the same thing. The man who branded you must really not know the meaning of words. To put a bit of light in the situation.
Yeah.
Did it? I'm sorry to hear it, though. That face does not fit you at all.
Thank you. It's hard to feel the same way sometimes, but I've been trying. A lot of people have been telling me that I'm brave. I don't know. I guess I have been through a
Bravery
lot.
Yes. You probably have been. I would not know. Of course, I wasn't there to see it visually.
I mean, you know some of what I've been through. Halloween.
That is true. That is true. You fought the overbearing master that even I wasn't recommended to go and fight.
I guess I did. Yeah. I even managed to. I imagined to blast him once. Made him run off.
And did you not face skeletons and the undead hordes a lot Did you not face the undead hordes during that one mission that was about that I saw posted at one point by Parsifal? What was his name again? Perseus?
Lazagos?
L. Lazagos.
Yeah, that was the same mission.
Really?
Yeah, this is something that happened at the end of the mission.
Oh my.
But
I see.
did, I suppose, manage against the rest of them during that. At least somewhat. I did get hurt a few times, but I came out of it alive.
Of course. To live to fight another day is the best thing that anyone can happen upon. Only if they're in active fight, in an active war or battle.
Mm. I guess so.
I would know. Oh, I have been fighting for quite a while.
Mm.
Yeah. Hey, that is a face that fits you. A light smile. Well, a smile fits you anyway. So anything better than a frown, I would say.
Thanks.
Ah.
You're a good friend.
I only try to be. Well, oh, that sounded wrong. No, I try to be. No, I'm old. They're not the most powerful amongst you.
Mm.
So,
Power isn't
if it
everything.
isn't but a soul. No, I know. Oh, unless you face something with twice the much power than you have.
Mm.
As much as I use all my might, if I get beaten, I can't help that.
Mm.
Oh well, you know. So if I fight someone like Molten, no, not Molten. Come on, armor piece were headless. It was the name of the sun. No, not sun. Molten, no. Big armored fellow. No head. Ghost in armor, technically. Practically.
Big armored.
Inferno.
You mean Nocturne?
There you go. That's it. Damn it. No, it was the opposite.
He's a.
Yeah, it's Nocturne.
He's a fire elemental.
That is what then I remembered properly, but not the name.
Mm.
Nocturne, yes. If I were to fight someone like Nocturne, I think I would get my ass whooped from here to Sunday.
I mean, yeah, but so would most people in the guild. He's a pretty tough guy.
Unless you bring it. Unless you bring an ice bucket. And water. Lots of water.
You'd have to bring a lot. I've seen him, well, just walk into the river and come out fine. Still burning.
Ay.
It hurt, but he didn't go out.
My goodness. There's
There's a lot of steam.
a lot of... Yes, I bet. He's a steamy man after all. Oh, my apologies.
It's alright.
Listen, I'm just glad to finally be able to talk to someone again. Being stuck in my room at the guild has been harrowing.
Mm-hmm. I know the feeling.
Aye. You know, wonder how my friends are doing.
Which ones?
Those, the ones that presume that I am dead, most like.
Oh. Hopefully they're doing alright.
I hope so too. Oh, I hope that.
I'm
I
sure
hope
they're.
that Daisy's all right.
I'm sure they're thinking of you. Wait, Daisy?
Yes. Yes. Haven't I never told you about the one that I care most? Well, care most. The one that I was in. The one that held my heart, as to say.
Oh, I don't think you have.
No. Ah, well. Well, Daisy was a blacksmith in my town, and a beautiful, wonderful woman with golden hair, eyes of and eyes of clear brown. She was a strong woman, brave woman. I still see her now working at the forge late at night. I see still as her ponytailed hair looks so messy. See, her face black in the soot out of the coals. Her big round hammer that she was using.
Sounds a little bit like Ava.
Ava?
Yeah. The cleric of ours.
Yeah.
She has a big hammer too.
Gee, I haven't seen her since that fateful day. I have not seen it. Never. The last time I saw needed a glimpse of her was in the castle of that evil man. I miss her dearly. I consider many of you lucky, I would say. For those who have partners.
I feel lucky.
Yes, you are. In my case, I would say you are. He seems like a wonderful man.
Yes.
Although I still don't get how that really works. Works a bat and a lizard folk, but I'm not going to question that.
There's certainly stranger ones.
Oh, Soaz, please tell me the gossip before I go down memory lane. I don't think nobody wants that currently.
Well, when you said Daisy, it made me think, oh, there's someone else who frequents this guild who has a partner named Daisy.
Yeah, that would be funny. If the person that frequents this guild has a blacksmith woman, and well, if that becomes the case, I do not know how I would feel on that. The complex.
No, a bee.
I am sorry. I may have misheard you. Did you just say bee?
Yep, a bee. Apparently, Guppy's girlfriend is a bee. Their name's Daisy, from what I've heard.
A bee?
A bee.
What am I supposed to imagine here? Something like you, but in bee form, and a bee skin folk, but in a bee.
I'd imagine they're like a beastkin. I don't think that they just be like a normal, like, bee. It'd be
Yes,
a bit
'cause
more like
I would love.
it'd be a bit more like how Guppy is a flower, but no, she's like a flower person. So this is a
Yes,
bee
'cause
person.
yes, 'cause I was about to say, how the hell does that work? Like, hey, honey, you wanna buzz my night? Thank you. My goodness, Buzz. What are the arguments like? Like, I don't want to see you for the day. Buzz off. Oh. I mean, it must be terrible. Oh, all the bee puns. And wait, you say Guppy's a flower?
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder, match made in heaven.
Yeah, I guess. It doesn't really get more thematically appropriate than that.
True. Are we sure it's even a romantical relationship and not just symbiotic? Like, know, Guppy opens up the
from what I've
flower.
heard, it's definitely romantic.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard a little too much.
You live in that room next door or something?
Uh,
Oh, please.
no, I just hear a lot about I just hear a lot of what happens on this guild. Big ears.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I am trying to visually imagine it. And the only thing I can think is, I open up my flower to you, pollinate! What the fuck? How do you know? How do you know they had a lovely night? Well, Daisy came out, pollinated. No, you know what would be even more interesting? It actually fucked up, in a sense. And the when they start cooking and she uses her own honey. I do not want to start figuring out which flower she used for that. It really is something of that nature, isn't it?
Yeah. Thankfully, at least from what I've been able to hear, they haven't done it on guild grounds.
Don't worry. Just be suspicious when they bring a pot of honey and you taste it and say, this tastes like how Guppy he looks. Oh, gods. I didn't even know Guppy was a flower or a plant folk in that matter.
Yeah. Oh.
I thought.
Hello.
Everything going on?
Yeah.
Jesus. A reaction?
Well, can you blame me? All of a sudden, a man in the greatest of silence stands behind me with. Wow! Should I say something? But
A hamster died the other day. He fell asleep at the wheel.
What?
The 5-foot psychic escaped from jail. There's a small, medium, and large.
No.
What did one eye say the other eye?
Oh no.
I don't know. I'm blind.
Puns.
Between you and me, man, something smells. I will tell you a more iconic joke, but they would get cornier and cornier.
Oh my. Oh.
What did one snowman say to the other snowman?
Jeez, this melts.
Which smells like carrots.
Oh.
What's invisible? It smells like carrots.
I don't know, a rabbit?
Rabbit farts. What did the hat say? The hat rack.
Who are you?
That's a good question. Who
You
are
stay here. I'll go on ahead.
What? Who even are you? You just come in here and randomly start spouting out puns.
Yeah, I used to
don't
do
know,
that
but
back
it's
in
a
the day
man-
in the Purple Lotus.
He's a man with very skinny legs. I don't know if you can see. Well, I don't know if you can echolocation.
No, I can't.
Can see that.
Well, I mean, oh yeah, they are really skinny, huh?
Yeah, you're right. Do you need food or anything? You're very skinny.
No, I'm good. I mean, give me a second. All right.
Blink, blink. That's still skinny, but now he has a Hawaiian. He has a shirt on with flowers on it.
Mm-hmm.
And now just longer pants.
What do you get when you cross the Atlantic with the Titanic?
What?
What the hell is the Titanic?
What's the Atlantic? What's
About
the
halfway.
Titanic?
Halfway? Halfway what? Wait, what's the Atlantic?
What?
An ocean.
Okay.
Oh.
What do you get when you cross the Titanic with the Atlantic? The Titanic was a boat. So you cross them together, and what do you get? About halfway, because it sank.
That is horrible. That is horrible. Why would you make a joke of a boat that sank a bit?
What's brown and sticky?
Uh.
There you go.
Oh. Oh.
I've heard that one.
Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9.
No. Mathematical jokes.
We all know that 6 was afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9. But why did 7 eat 9? Because we all need 3 squared meals a day.
By the craftian gods, odds, we have a mathematician joker with us.
What?
What did they say to the 2x4 when it got on board the airplane?
I don't know.
What's an airplane?
I don't know what an airplane is. Or
Welcome
the
aboard.
2x4.
All right, anyway, you have a nice day.
Bye?
Okay.
I guess.
What? What?
Who the
I'm
fuck was that
sorry,
guy?
I do not know. I thought you'd.
I have no idea who that was. What?
Why? Huh? Who? What?
They just come in here and start randomly spouting out puns. And really bad jokes.
I have absolutely no clue.
I don't know either.
You know this place better than I do. Does this not randomly happen?
No. I mean, like, sometimes a goon will show up. But that wasn't a goon. That was just a human.
No, it was a man with very skinny legs. No, it's not even human with such skinny legs.
I mean, they
With a
smelled
skeleton.
human.
Well, I guess I can't really say how he smells. Well, you know, it seems kind of rude going up to a person and going.
I mean, that's how I can tell what anyone is.
But-
I always
Well,
smell
true.
them.
Well, true, but you can smell from far away. For me, I would have to do. I have to do literally this as I start smelling. You know, not actually going to do it. Don't worry. I just wanted to show you how close I had to be. Well, representation of
I mean, I
Well, if
know,
I really wanted to commit,
I know
if I really
humans
wanted to
don't
commit
have
to
a
the-
very good sense of smell. I mean,
yes, I would need to do.
I know from experience. I was human. It sucked.
Right. Yes, right. I forgot the Halloween. Was we
Yeah.
met? Yeah. And just like that, he disappears.
And I came to realize that humans can't smell like the human smell on themselves.
What does a human smell like?
A bit like old ranch dressing.
Old ranch dressing?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
not a very good smell, I'm sorry.
Ran. Okay, like. Okay, dressing. Are we talking? We're talking
It's
about a
like-
salad dressing. But what does that have to do with a ranch?
It's a specific type of dressing you put on salad. It has like this really tangy smell to it.
Sounds horrible. I know what a ranch smells like. I lived next to a farm. Trust me, if that ranch is keeping pigs, I would never make a dressing out of that. Do you know how much ammonia you get to smell? Have you ever smelled a pig farm?
Yeah, I have. I've smelled the beast pen.
I've actually never been to the peace pen, but
It's on the guild grounds.
I don't dare to walk much farther out. You know, they warned me of going against it and going into the woods on my own.
No, it's like in the guild grounds. You know and that other place, that other building that has like a portal next to it?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, that's the beast pen.
Ah.
And the portal leads to like the bigger area where we keep all of our beasts, all our creatures.
Oh, yes, that sounds nice. Nice.
Apparently we have a
I
fire
wonder if I
wyvern.
can... Wow,
Yeah,
that is... Fire wyvern.
yeah. We
I've-
actually had
I've been reading...
babies a couple months back.
Oh, wonderful. Don't... Ah, yes. I've been reading up on... I've been using your libraries extensively.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Been reading up on lizards, dragons, wyverns, trying to get myself familiar. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of library, the library. Did you know that Lazagos is our new librarian?
He is. I did not know. Ah,
Oh,
Lady
hi, Regalia.
Regalia.
Hello, Evelyn.
Hey.
Hello, Antioch.
Oh, good to see you.
Same with you too. How have you been?
Ah, well, finally been able to get out of bed. And the winter has kept me inside and frozen solid in almost a sense.
Same here. Good.
I'm sure. You had to have the
it has
really
been.
spicy soup to to
Yes,
cure your
cold
stuffed
made me
nose.
sick. Yes, cold made me sick, and Nocturn's super spicy soup remedy really helped.
He made a stew that was like so spicy that I couldn't get near it without it hurting my nose.
Well,
It smells terrible at first, but it's really nice when you taste it.
I think it'd probably
it?
like numb my taste buds if I tried it. I'm not like, are you like part fire dragon? Or red dragon?
Yes, part red dragon.
Yeah.
Well, red dragon bloodline.
Mm. Yeah, I'm very much not that. And I'm a mammal.
It's a...
Capsaicin will, will affect me really badly.
I'm mostly human. I'm still affected by the spiciness of chili.
Mm.
Also, if I recall, there are rituals I think that you can use to become a half dragon or dragon blood sorcerer.
Huh. Really?
That's interesting.
Yes, I read about them once or twice in a book in the Great Horde, but I don't think they'd be possible or practical to do right now.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, I'd love to be a half dragon, but no, not worth it.
No. Ah.
Hmm.
I think if it was to accentuate beauty, I think it would not be worth it. Power-wise, I don't know, that's your opinion.
I'm just not sure. What if it erases my other bloodlines?
Well, I guess that is only you and you. Only you. Damn it, how does that go? Only you would know. No. Well, I've lost my lines. Lines of that thought. Let me fish for new ones.
Hmm.
Ah, yes. What have you been up to, Regalia, these past few weeks?
Organizing some of my weapon holsters and, well, just trying to stay warm, really.
Understandable. Oh.
I'm tempted to get some sort of mission posted about going back into the Great Horde and getting Evelyn?
Hmm?
My apologies if this makes you if what I'm about to say makes you feel a little awkward. But I'm tempted to see if I could post a mission about picking up Carvin's half-dragon children from the Great Horde.
I don't feel awkward about it. He that was something that happened before I even started dating.
Oh.
Fair enough. Still, just
But
wanted
he has
to
children!
be considerate.
Oh yeah, he has lots of children.
You say like that's the normalest thing in the world. That scares me a bit.
I mean, it's something that I knew before I was getting into it.
Yes, he's an extremely promiscuous copper dragon.
Yeah.
Right, he's not a lizard folk, I forgot he's a copper dragon. Whoops!
Yeah.
And
You didn't correct me when I said he was... How does a lizard folk and a bat work?
Oh.
It's dragon.
I thought you were just like. I thought you were just saying that because he's a reptile.
No, I honestly forgot that...
No.
Well, he just looks so similar to another lizard folk I see passing by sometimes, and it just confuses me.
No. I mean, he disguises himself as a dragonborn, but yeah, he is a full-on copper dragon.
So what did the copper dragon say to his bad lover? Or I don't know. Oh, I don't even want to know. Oh,
What?
don't worry. Abstract
You
joke.
can't even finish the joke.
I can't! What?
But yes, it's mainly so we can get them out, cause after life here, I'd rather not let them stay down there and experience life in the Great Horde.
Mm. That's
I
fair.
mean,
They'll just be pulled into the feudal politics and end up resenting each other and resenting their neighbors.
Mm.
then that sounds like a task for good old Antioch. I don't
mean,
know.
if you're interested, but simultaneously be very careful. There's quite a few dangers. First off, a lot of the items in there are cursed. Every gold coin is cursed in there. Second,
Okay.
there's a lot, and I do mean a lot, of occupants, primarily my very distant relatives. So far disconnected from me now that they're not even family. But they're not to be underestimated. They still have a lot of draconic features. Then there's the older generation Dracophins. I'm part of that category. But they're more versed in warfare. I'm more versed in indulgence.
Trichophans.
Oh, but there's a category. Dracophon. Indulgence.
Yes. I use my abilities to help myself rather than conduct warfare and all. But as I was saying, a lot of the other Dracophins, they're a lot more versed in combat. Many of them had centuries to train, so they're very formidable fighters, or mages. Those are the elder Dracophins, not the younger Dracophins, who are more common foot soldiers. And then we have the nameless things, aberrations that lurk in the shadows.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is that all, the dangers? Is there many more that...
There's also the shade of my half-dragon ancestor Imperius in the central throne room. You do not want to fight that as a mundane fighter.
Well,
There is also the Deep Horde, which is chock full of very powerful treasures, along with all sorts of different guardians.
You think I would be able to convince them for a cup of warm milk?
I don't know about
Might
that.
give it a
With the Elder Dracophins, maybe. With everything else, no.
Well, I want to be useful. Hopeful. So I might take... And I've had my fair share of perils. Hell... I fought the scut...
Chances are you might be underestimated, so that's your biggest advantage.
Oh, good. Good. Is it because I would be surrounded by very powerful individuals? Or just because I'm coming in your name? Poor choice of words there.
Somewhat, yes, but...
My apologies.
they would underestimate you because you're quite mundane. No offense.
And I'm taken. I mean, I survived a minute or here. Yeah,
Yes,
and
butcher.
the skeleton entourage. I mean, what's the worst that a drake can do besides break my bones?
I mean,
Do not actually give me the things. I'm trying not
yeah.
to think about it.
I'm sure that was just a rhetorical question.
Rhetorical, very much so. Yes.
So, well, you don't need to worry about drakes or full-on dragons over there. You might need to worry about kobolds, feral kobolds. That's the closest to proper dragonkin you'll get. The rest is dragon bloodline crossbreeds.
Kobolds shouldn't be too bad unless you're like, and there's like a bunch of them.
Yeah,
No, the kobolds shouldn't be too bad.
I don't think they're even as bad as Skaven.
Much cleaner, definitely.
What are Skaven?
Rat
I've heard
people.
about these kobolds. Rat people! My goodness.
Yes, rat
So-
people with strangely
The ones
advanced
that-
technology.
They've attacked the guild on multiple occasions.
Ah. Before my time or during? Because, man, I must have been really
I think
asleep.
it was during.
Both.
Yeah, both.
Both. Well done.
I will say those are a lot more manageable for someone like you.
Well. Well, you know, Matt. I think I will be fine. Even if I am the most mundane even if I am the most mundane here. Yeah. If I can, it only takes one slice of a sword, or to seal a fate. Is it not?
Yeah.
Not saying that I didn't. Well, we will see. I will be available if you do. Oh, but I missed my first. I might as well take my chances at one. But otherwise, I'll be twiddling my thumbs for the guild, and then I'm like, well, what am I doing here? Twiddles thumbs.
But yes, if you do decide to go down into the Great Horde, just have your wits about you. There are creatures in the darkness that will eat you the moment they see you.
Good that I have a sense for these things. Haven't been caught yet. Trust me, when in a realm where things sneak up on you and blow up kind of you get a sense around you that you to have eyes in the back of your head. Although that man with skinny legs, I have no clue how he got behind me. So skinny.
He was really skinny.
Should have some of your stew, probably.
Really should. But yeah, there was someone who just kind of showed up here. A human with really skinny limbs who just started saying bad jokes one after another over and over. Didn't even say what his name didn't even tell us his name.
But he did say he was from the Black Lotus.
No, Purple Lotus.
Oh, never mind. Then, well, black, purple. Sometimes purple looks black.
Well, I wouldn't know. Fox is freezing my leg as well for some reason. Give me a minute.
I'll give you 2 minutes. Ah, yeah. I gotta... Man,
Well,
The
Fox is
carpet.
taking my legs.
oh no. That is bad. I've had multiple times that the flux have failed my teleportations. Just gets very annoying when I'm halfway in the middle of nowhere. Or I'm blind. It is a...
Yes, I
But
do
it-
wonder where everyone is today.
Not sure.
I do not know. Well, I arrived here and, well, it was just Evelyn and... a demon
Ouroboros.
snake. Thank you. And... well, skinny legs and just us. Talking about how we should never try Daisy's honey. Because Daisy's honey could be made from guppy. And then we start wondering why. It's a joke. Daisy's a bee, apparently. And guppy's a flower, a plant folk.
Yeah.
A bee creates honey. Flower, pollen, bee, boom, honey.
Yes, I get it. You don't need to explain. Ruined the joke.
I don't know. I don't know if you understood it or not. I couldn't read it.
It was a long shot.
Well, yes, you weren't there when I first explained it. It was in the moment that was best.
I see.
Yes. But a copper dragon, how does that happen? Bad copper dragon, fall in love. Well,
I'm not too sure myself, honestly.
huh.
It's quite common for things like dragons to crossbreed a lot, mainly because then
We're not talking about breeding.
That was not what I mentioned, but hey, now that's the topic. Now that's on the table.
I'd rather not talk about that.
Yes, let's leave your sex life alone.
Oh,
I
do
know
not.
what you did in the cave.
Shut up!
I,
I can be teased.
Ah.
Anyways, it's quite common for dragons, particularly in Faerun and that sort of area, to have partners that aren't their own kin.
I was about to say, if you're gonna continue further, I suggest plugging our ears with cotton. What did she?
I don't think
Before-
that would help.
Well, she might become as red as a tomato. Oh, then.
Can't see me blush. The fur's in the way.
Oh no, but
I
your
can
tone
see
of voice give.
I can see your fur fluffing up, though.
Yeah, it does that.
Yeah. I can't speak much. I can't speak much on the behalf of a partner life. Well, in any regard.
Well, when it comes to dragons in general, There's a reason there's quite a few half dragons around and quite a few dragon blood sorcerers around in Faerun, because they do like to intermingle with other races. Every
My
so often,
goodness.
yes, they will go for their own kind. But sometimes you hear about people having dragon bloodlines and all.
Right. Well, do warn me if a female dragon is trying to flirt with me. Yeah, I'd rather not have that sort of encounter.
Dragons can be quite charismatic as well, so that might be a problem.
Mm,
You know from personal experience, don't you, Evelyn?
Yeah.
I see. Well, nah, I'm past my prime for dragons, I believe. I'm what, 45?
Many dragons are hundreds of years old. Some go to thousands.
I mean, that's old by their standards, 45.
I mean,
Fair point, but still.
It's
Well,
not
I mean-
exactly.
You're-
It's not exactly fair to compare like what constitutes as old to a type of creature that can live forever, basically.
That's fair.
I
But
mean, I
still,
think they would.
45? Isn't that still somewhat prime-ish for most humans?
It's like
Well,
middle age.
I would say my father died at 60. Well, actually, hold on. When did he die? My grandfather died when he was 60. I mean, I do not know. I mean, 45. That's prime. I mean, I guess.
In general, you've still got quite a few years ahead of you.
I'm not sure how long beasts can live. At least not my
I don't think
type. Because, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've already lived longer than, like, a fruit bat is supposed to live. So, I'm guessing probably, like, human lifespan.
You probably
Well-
have a human lifespan.
Yes, and I do not want to think about that.
I don't
That's-
feel old.
Well, you're quite young. Well, in a sense, I do not know. Oh, you have already kind of have the grey fur, so I can't really tell if. No,
I
that's
mean,
from.
the gray fur is
age.
just natural. I was born with gray
Do your
fur, I
joints ache?
think. Huh?
Do your joints ache, Evelyn?
Not normally.
Then you're still quite young.
Mm.
Then again, I can't really comment much because, as far as I know, I don't really age.
The immortal said upon those mortal. But still, do you really think a dragon would be interested in a farmer who can't return? Well, maybe can, I do not know. So, wants to return to his world to find his long-lost love? I mean, come on now. Let's be realistic.
I mean, in my case, the only home I've had since, or at least the only real home I've had since my cave has been the Red Wilds. Before coming here, I was just kind of wandering.
No, that is true.
Just wandering and surviving.
Oh, also, Evelyn, Don't worry about me embarrassing you. I can be a tease sometimes.
I understand. It's all in good fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Ah,
you don't have to go around telling everyone that
that you screwed in a cave.
It's
Oh, there goes the fur
embarrassing to
again.
just to have everyone know about it, you know?
You chose the wrong partner to have in that case.
Maybe.
I
Yes,
imagined
There's
it.
nothing to be it's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's natural.
I'm not
Then again, you
Oh,
probably
sure.
don't want to comment about it
I'm not,
through the
like-
comms.
necessarily embarrassed. I'm just it's more just I'd rather keep that private, you know?
You walk into a
Fair
cave.
enough.
When you walk into a cave to explore it, and then you think you hear water droplets. Much.
Stop. But yes, Evelyn, there's no need to be embarrassed by it, or by the fact that it's a bit more public. I mean, I could describe every single night I've had with Marnie if you want.
Please
I'm
don't.
fine with that.
Please don't.
Ooh.
My ex-lover, Marnie.
Ah.
I don't
No,
need to
no,
know
no,
everyone's
One
sex
time where we used
lives.
a ribbon.
A rip. You know what? You know what? No, thank you,
I won't
Regalia.
continue.
Ooh, this will just makes me feel more lonely, I believe. And then I may need another dirt-filled water bucket with a golden apple in it, and I'd rather not. Not for the soul heart. That tasted disgusting.
But yes, in general, most people that I heard of and known would consider being with a dragon a blessing.
It's
And,
definitely
well-
something I never expected to happen.
And well, in your case, Antioch, nothing wrong with a little one-night stand, especially if you're going up against something much more charismatic than you.
If they can, then they have earned it. But they must try.
Well,
Fair enough.
But then there must be a dragon. There must be a dragon. Because he's interested in this. Yes. Yeah, right. Like I'll see that in the next years I live. Ha! Huh. Do not quote me on that. If the next bar night, my old son of dragon sits next to me. Hey, I do not want to hear it. I know of these situations. I know. Yeah.
Then again, if you go to the Great Horde, it might be Imperia having you.
oh my.
Perry. What? What do you mean? What? Who?
The relative that Carvin was with and is currently bearing his half-dragon children.
Oh, I do not think I want to step in that territory. On that front. Ooh, no. I do not know.
And also,
Oh,
Melody laid with her once.
who's Melody? Again, remind me.
The Fae who likes teleporting around with the squirrel tail and the sword in the squirrel tail.
And does a lot of drugs.
I know the drug part, but it's like squirrel. I'm trying to remember.
Pink and green plant-themed clothing. Black splotches.
Ooh, I don't think I've actually known I've not seen her enough to memorize her properly.
Oh.
Ah. You know, I see you two more often than I do anyone else. It's starting to find it weird.
But yes, general
I don't
gist
see very
is-
many people.
Oh. I'm going to pull on those ears. Alright. I'm gonna pull at those non-existent human ears on the sides. Why you? Alright, that's it. Put cotton up her nose.
No,
Please don't.
You can breathe through her mouth.
Evelyn,
Huh?
that was a terrible joke. But still, well done for making us laugh like that.
Oh. Bye.
Well, you see, we sort of need some of that laughter.
I can understand
You
that.
see,
Oh, by the gods! See, now that's good.
See?
See, I've heard this one. I've read this in a book. See, senor. I don't know what it means, but sounds nice.
that's Elvish.
That's Elvish. My goodness, what a strange...
Be careful though, some people don't like hearing the fact that it's Elvish in some places. There's this one redhead lady called Dee Dee, about your height, Evelyn. But much more butch and well built. And
Is that why they got the name DD? Please don't tell me it's because of that. I feel bad for the poor lady.
What?
let's not continue down that train of thought. As I was saying, let's just say her body structure is short stack. But anyways,
What?
if you call that
Short.
language Elvish, the one that you just talked in, she will tackle you onto the floor.
Quite intimate
She'll charge into you like an angry bull.
Is that a way of her flirting? 'Cause my goodness.
No, she genuinely gets angry whenever someone calls that particular language Elvish. Probably because of the world she comes from.
Impressive. And short stack? Am I supposed to think of that? I mean, she's short, but... What does a stack have to do with it?
I don't
I
know.
know a stack.
You'll find out
I can
when
make a
you're
stack.
older.
Over by what?
He's
60?
45.
Might as well start digging a grave with that
I'm
information on
joking
it.
with you.
Lies down, pulls out a flower from somewhere. There you go. Am I ready yet?
But yes, when I mean short stack, she's short in stature, but simultaneously well built,
But
well endowed.
yes, I had a feeling.
oh,
So that's why.
Oh.
I hope that her name did not come from that well endowment.
No, I don't think
Okay, I understand now.
By the crafting gods, I hope not. But because otherwise that would be, well, one so fitting but so cruel.
so. Yes, let's get off this train of thought now.
I mean, I was
Where
off
does
my
that
horse already.
expression come from?
Don't ask me, you said it. If you use it, you know where it comes from, right?
It's something I picked up from hanging around these areas. Rather trail of thought, rather than train of thought.
It's like trail of thought. It's a train?
But
What's a
yes.
train? But yeah.
Yes, it's... Sometimes it gets weird.
I mean, a train is basically just like a bunch of metal carriages that move on a rail. I mean, it's kind of like a minecart, but like much
Alright.
bigger.
Oh yes, the dwarves had that back where I come from. Interesting. Interesting saps.
Yeah, dwarves have trains where I'm from too.
Nice. Yes. But yeah, yes. But
I think the last time I was
I
on
got-
a train was at Orlando Saka. They're a bit hard to use for a blind person.
Actually, same here. That's probably the last time I used a train as well.
They don't have like anyone telling you, oh, what stop you're on, or any kind of like verbal thing.
Must be a world without the blind, I guess.
I'm pretty sure Orlando Saka does have blind people. I don't know how they get by there, with all the roads, just like with cars that'll run you over.
My goodness. On purpose.
On accident, but it's only because they like drive through the city so quickly. You're just like expected to stay on the side of the road for some reason.
For your safety, probably.
Yeah, but if it
My
was
God.
like normal for people to just walk around on the road, then the cars wouldn't be going so fast. And if they weren't going so fast, then it wouldn't be a problem. It would be perfectly safe. It'd be like carriages.
I mean, if you run in front of a horse-driven carriage, you're still probably going to get kicked by a horse for startling it.
Well, yeah, but you'll at least see it coming from like plenty far away before it's about to hit you.
I think you'll probably hear it
with
first,
a car,
right?
with a car, they're going so fast that, like, sometimes the moment that you notice that they're coming, it's already too late to get out of the way.
I mean, that'd be true.
Well, in that case, they need more regulation on how fast a car should go in those areas.
I mean, they're just. I think they're probably just gonna go really fast as long as they're able to.
True.
Like, they have roads just for the cars, for some reason.
Well, that would make travel for carts a lot easier.
Yeah, but like,
You
in the same place where people are walking.
doesn't sound too far-fetched, does it?
It's at least not what I'm used to. As far as cities go.
I can understand that. I can understand that. Say, speaking of carts and horses, how much does a horse cost around here?
I'm not sure.
Not that I have the money for it, anyway.
I mean, they're pretty expensive,
Probably need to ask
as far as I know.
All right.
Although, do we have horses in the beast pen?
I'm not sure. It is full of other more exotic things, though, like wyverns.
Yeah.
You do
I
not
mean,
want to go in there if you have a good nose.
I'm sure everything that we have there is owned by someone.
I would like to own a horse. I mean, own,
We
I
do
mean,
have,
all the other stuff seems.
we do sometimes have wild horses that show up at the guild. Sometimes they'll get lost and wander into the mountains.
But yes, I think you'll need to ask Nocturne or one of the more senior members about horses. And you might need to get a separate stable. The other things in there might decide to have it for supper if you're not careful.
Yeah, like the lady.
Right. The lady?
The wyvern, the fire wyvern.
Ah.
Isn't that her
I
name?
see. I wouldn't know. I've only ever been in the stables to clean it for something I didn't. For a punishment I didn't deserve because someone else kept on trying to continue a certain conversation.
Mm.
But yes, that's another train. That's another trail of thought we shouldn't go down. It absolutely stinks in there, by the way. If you have a good nose, do not go in there. You will come out of it nose blind.
I mean, I'm sure it's like
Do they know?
stinky even for a human.
Yes. I have slightly better smell, I think. I wouldn't know how to measure it, but it reeked in there, and I couldn't smell anything afterwards for a number of days.
Interesting.
Definitely don't want to work in there then.
What?
Won't. I'll try not to get
I'll
that
push
as a
cotton up my
punishment
nose.
or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still resentful over the fact that Nocturne put me on poop duty. But for some reason, whenever I'm dreaming now, he's doing the poop duty instead.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yes, you did.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But, well, I mean, it's not. It's not that I have the coin for a horse anyway. But I do wish to have something of my own. I don't know, something to work towards.
You know, I kind of always expected Nocturne to have like a big flame for a head, but no, he doesn't.
Don't worry. Well, you can't say he's
Yeah.
hot-headed then.
He has a medium-sized flame, though.
Yeah, but it's like kind of just still inside the armor. It doesn't really come out that much. I thought it.
Although it does make him more intimidating.
That'd be true.
You should try chucking ice cubes into it as a target practice game. You can see what happens. It's hilarious.
I'd rather not. I don't want to go on his
He
bad
starts
side.
choking.
What?
It looks like he starts choking when it happens.
I'm
What
as
the
a
hurt him?
newer, still new, and as a still newer member, I feel like I might get punishment that I, for a joke, may not be that well deserved.
You just poured a full pot of soup on your head.
It's empty.
It's empty on my end.
Yeah, I already ate it.
I think the flux is messing. Yeah.
Might need to rub my eyes a little, I guess. There we go.
Yes, good. But I'd be glad that that Nocturne doesn't have a flame for a head. Then at least he's not so hot-headed about it. I made the comment earlier, nobody reacted, so I'll make it again. Oh no! Crickets of shame!
There was another member who I hadn't seen in a while called Socks. Ugh, I hated that one.
Socks?
She's a Mercury Dragon, and she liked playing games with Nocturne a lot, particularly throwing ice cubes into his neck hole. It makes him look like he's choking. It was funny to watch.
Oh Lord. Into his neck hole. Does it?
I don't really
You
like
know, you
socks.
said it in one sentence. They keep your feet warm, don't they?
Yes,
Oh. Yes, Beastkin don't wear socks. Socks.
As I was saying, Socks.
By the way, I think you have a stone between your toe beans.
Stone?
She's extremely petty, and
Yes.
she was also
Yeah.
very, very much someone who hated dragon bloodlines and half dragons.
What's going on? Oh. Really? Who pissed in her milk?
I don't know.
Some people.
My only real encounter with socks was her yelling nightmare, 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 nightmare into my ears. Like directly into my ears.
Yes.
Why
That one's a troublemaker and very petty.
why do I feel like I was there when that happened?
What?
Well, you said that and I was like, that feels very familiar for some odd reason. Was I there? No, right?
That is weird.
Deja vu?
Maybe I just heard. Maybe.
Socks once spat at me with a bunch of mercury and sundial into my mouth. It was horrible. It was because she was trying to take all the loot for herself, and I was trying to
Isn't that
stop her by taking
poisonous?
my share. I think I was poisoned for a time, but I got given a cure by Alex.
I think I've heard that mercury can like make you go crazy. Like it messes with your brain.
Long exposure to it, yes. But not in an instant. Unless it's a lock belt.
Yes, doing Mad as a Hatter.
Yeah. And that's where the myth comes from, because hatters use mercury and it kind of drives them nuts after a while.
But yes, she spat
Like
at me
brain
because
damage.
she was trying to take all the loot for herself. And I was trying to stop her by taking my share before she could take mine.
Right. It's good to know if I ever am with socks that I keep my helmet on at all times.
Don't you already keep your helmet on at all times?
Oh. Did you have to point it out? I will laugh at my misery and at my shame. that I can't create heads out of nowhere. God, I need...
It seems you're quite hard-headed about keeping your helmet on.
I just need no. No. Yes. No. Should I? No. Fuck it. And I need to get some head. I need...
God.
No. Which ones to be exact? You've got quite a few around here.
Carvin has created a monster.
You mean you?
Yeah.
Ah.
Wouldn't say you're a
I-
monster.
If I saw that in the middle of the night, I hope. My apologies if my sword goes flying that direction.
Oh, there's much scarier things in the dark than Evelyn.
A lot of
like
people are
naked
afraid of
grandmas.
bats.
I don't see why. They're cute, fluffy, and just little bundles of fun.
At least where I'm from, a lot of people like associate bats with vampires.
Ah, that makes sense.
It's kind of assumed that all bats suck blood, when that's not true. It's
Hold
like
on.
only one species of bat that does that.
Where's my phone? Here it is. Yes, this is a video I found. I found it quite funny. It's related to fruit bats. Oh wait, no, you can't see it.
Yeah.
Do you have one of those?
I mean, I can at least hear
Do you
it.
have that ring?
Yeah. I mean, it's not very good at describing videos.
What's on the video? It's that. It's the one about. No, it's one with the. I like bananas because I have no bones song.
What?
I find this very strange that you are able to have a moving picture in the...
Yes. What?
I think she's trying to look up your skirt during the flux. Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
whoops.
But my goodness.
Sorry about that.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I...
The song is weirdly catchy as well. I don't know why.
Cannot. I understand that. Oh, I'm sorry. I do have to ask, Regalia. Your dress, what is it made out of?
It's made out of the hide of a
Banana.
elder dragon called
They have
a
no bone.
Kultaroth.
Oh. I like it.
Huh.
As-
I do like
as I was
bananas.
saying. Because they have no bones?
I mean, all fruit doesn't have bones, but yeah, bananas are especially soft. So, yeah, they're nice.
You know, actually, hold on. Pulls out a few rings out of his pocket. You know, Mm-hmm. Picks one.
Hmm? Hmm? What? What?
Drops a ring on the nose. Goes,
What? What?
there's now a ring on your nose. I noticed.
You put a
just
ring on the hook part of your nose.
Yes.
Why did you do that?
I do not know. The
Intrusive
one I
thought.
just saw. Yes, I just saw it and I was like, oh no. Now that would be a fun little joke. Oh, oh. Hold on. Let me
Here
just.
you go.
Let me just. Oh, you took it off. Okay.
As I was saying, though, the dress I'm wearing, it's made out of the hide of a creature called a Koltaroth. A creature that's called an elder dragon in another world.
Called
But to me,
Taras.
it's more of a drake. It
An
doesn't have
old
wings.
trough.
Koltaroth.
A cold.
Koltaroth.
Sounds like metal.
Cold trough.
Let me draw a picture of it real quick. Unfortunately, Evelyn, you're not going to be able to see it. There's a drawing of it. It looks like a giant lizard with short legs, with a large veil of gold and minerals covering it, and it has two big curly ram horns.
It's quite a nice drawing. I would give it. It's a milk out of milk out of 10.
Maybe I can do.
What?
Hmm.
Can I have the drawing? I wanna try something.
Go on.
Just start
Stand back a
feeling
bit.
it.
The contours of the drawing itself.
Hmm.
Yeah, now that is an interesting. That is actually a very smart tactic.
Daredevil made this seem
yes.
a lot easier.
But yes, the Koltaroth has a lot of materials, and its scales are also gold plated. As well, I love gold.
Yes, we know.
Red and-
Oh,
Red and gold are the perfect combination.
I see. Would this be considered? Would this make
I
you
think I
if you
got
were
it.
a? Oop,
It's like
nice.
it's like a drake with really big horns.
Yes, and, well, a lot of gold clothing it.
I mean, would this? If you like gold so much, would this apply? Would the words then apply? I read this once, so please don't treat me harshly. But a gold digger, would that apply then here? Because you like
Well,
gold so much.
They don't mind gold. They just like it.
Yes, but if you like gold, you would start digging for it, right?
Not necessarily.
She does not look
You can
happy
get-
at me.
There's a lot of other ways you can
You
get
don't have
gold.
context on what that means.
Yes,
So,
like I said, I read it once, but there was no context with it. It was like,
So, in some places, a gold digger is someone who marries into a family for their wealth.
Oh.
ah,
Oh. Huh.
my goodness, that is complicated, isn't it? The wealth, my goodness.
But no, I wouldn't do that. I would rather get my own wealth the way I see it, the way I see fit, be it panning from a river or conquering another
Lit-
dragon for its hoard.
Mm.
Hmm. In what ways can you conquer a dragon?
Well, you can slay it, or
Hmm.
you can conquer it. The way that Evelyn knows how to conquer it.
Uh,
Conquering.
mm.
I don't think you're getting a lot of gold out of that, I would say.
But yes, normally the ways you get gold from a dragon's hoard is you defeat the dragon that lives in the hoard, or you drive it off. But
Drag
if
it
you
off.
do
Yeah,
that to no, drive it off.
Oh, drive it
Well,
off.
then-
Oh.
If you do that to a dragon that's metallic, you might make a lot of enemies.
All right. Then I'll keep that in mind.
Chromatics, you can do whatever you want. They're generally very evil.
I see, I see. Ah, oh yes. Yes, what an interesting, the conquering dragon joke. Oh god. I learn more things each day in this world.
Mm-hmm.
I do not. In the long run, I am not 100% sure how much information this is. Well, starting to get all. I hope this doesn't get more complex than it should. But I hope, I wish.
It shouldn't. You'll be fine.
Oh, wait.
But yes, I would rather not marry into a family to have at their fortune.
Neither would I. That just seems so veiled. It's so shallow.
I remember hearing a saying in the Great Horde, supposedly once used by Imperius himself. I still don't really know the full meaning of it. It's derived from a red dragon saying. The saying that I know is, to have what you want is nothing, to keep what you need is all.
Well, that sounds very philosophical.
It's derived from a red dragon saying. The red dragon's saying is, to have is nothing, to keep is all.
Interesting. Ah. Yes. What else? What else would I be able to do actually once I have the gold? Because. What do you suggest I would do if I were to get paid from a mission?
I'd say
Do I invest?
keep it. Just keep it on you at all times. Or keep it in a safe space. Hell, if you feel like it, you could try laying on it. I tried that once. It's not the most comfortable experience, but you get used to it after a time. Suddenly you just start nestling a little bit into the coins, they start hugging you a certain way.
I don't
I don't
I
like
don't know, Regalia. That
like
sounded a
sleeping
bit
on
too
gold.
sensual for. no, I don't think that sounds very comfortable. And also, way too sensual for gold. Oh, my dear,
Well, I'd say just keep it in a safe place then until you need it. I still sleep
No,
on a
just-
bed, but every so often I won't pass up a chance to sleep a little bit on gold.
I don't really know how Carvin does it. I tried, but yeah.
He's got harder skin
separate-
though.
So
does.
separate bedrooms for the after the wedding?
Carvin lacks a prudish bone in his body. That's not going to happen.
Well, well, I mean, a prudish bone. It's more of the sense of if she can't sleep on gold. Well, yeah, I guess he wouldn't. Sounds like a man dragon up. Sounds like a dragon who would.
He'd probably just join her in a polymorph or something.
Most likely, yes.
Oh no.
Can
She's
you
getting
stop
old.
talking about our bedroom?
It's probably. It's probably gonna be full of gold, though. Think of it.
It's
Can't
not.
even get over or under it.
The hoard's in a different room.
Poor Evelyn. Getting teased and joked by all her friends. There, my Batian friend. There.
Mm.
You.
But yes, Evelyn, it's all in good fun.
I know.
And besides, what was I gonna say? And besides, you are a lucky bat. Which feels strange to say. Oh! What in the absolute... What the... We have a cat.
A large cat.
Oh,
A very large cat.
hi there.
Hello.
What the fuck?
Demon!
Throw it away. Don't worry.
What the?
It's not pleasant on the ears.
Is this like another marrow creature?
Either that or just an awakened cat.
What?
Careful with that.
What?
Oh, say, please be careful with that sort of tune. It might be copyrighted. Anyways.
Poke.
Don't worry about the cat, though. It's
Don't worry.
You deserve it for being. You deserve that for poking it.
It's a cat! Say goodbye! Come back here, you heathen!
Stop. Don't worry about it. Yes, it's either one of Marrow's creatures or someone decided to awaken a cat and let it run loose.
I make it spin!
I'm getting up.
Yes, I'm
It's
getting up
probably
as well.
somehow able to cast magic. It might be a Tressum in disguise or something.
Oh,
I'm
what?
I'm actually good. I'm gonna stand on
A
this.
winged cat
on the back.
sometimes uses a wizard familiar. I read about it once.
I'm gonna stand on top of this chair. Yeah, I'm not coming down on it until that thing is... until I know the coast is clear. That cat scares me.
It's just a cat.
It's a weird cat.
You weren't attacked by it.
It'll be fine.
Where
Oh.
is it gone?
Oh, it's gone. I don't hear it anymore or smell it.
Is it one of those days where just weird things seem to happen?
Just
There's
very
a man with-
briefly and randomly. I think
When
that
doesn't that happen in Red Wild?
I guess so, yeah. I think that might be possibly the cue to start heading home, though. It is getting a little late.
Probably. Yes.
Yes, I think so. This cat encounter has made me realize this place just keeps getting weirder and weirder and just plain old weirder.
Yeah.